Hello fellow Helldivers, Thornton here, and as the Meridia black hole moves closer and closer to super Earth with planets getting destroyed, I thought today would be pretty fun as we are going to take a look at upcoming planets that we will be getting in the near future that will replace hopefully the ones that were destroyed with, the black hole. We're going to go over all of that, but without further ado, let's jump into today's topic. Tier 5 NPC went ahead and gave us a bunch of content on the Helldivers League subreddit, and first thing we're going to go over is in the planetarium. Now what you are seeing in the screen right now is a gallery of many planet previews that have yet to be released and integrate the galactic warfronts. Mostly are foreshadowed, tempered, and arid bases, you can tell here. There's a lot of cool ones. I really like the snow-based layout one. The jungles seem pretty interesting, and it will be ideal when we finally get Super Earth in. There's a couple that look very stormy, which means we might get new planetary effects, and overall I think these look really fantastic. It reminds me a ton of the Star Wars universe, with each planet having a very specific biome, but these are generally what we can be expecting. Now, new planets are all very cool, but Super Earth is the one that players have been wondering about for a very long time, and you might have noticed that we talked a little bit about it, as EG Win actually data mined a Super Earth planet that you could go to and take a look at. In fact, not only was there a model in-game that showed, I believe the Americas is what you're looking at right here, but then there was actual gameplay that shows it is a very forested area and not the urban jungle, which is a little confusing because, well, this is all going to tie into Super Earth and the election, and we'll go over that right now as well. It looks like we have some good news about what kind of leaders we're going to be electing. In fact, this video, I was able to freeze frame here, and it says cast your votes, do your duty, vote for your leader of choice. And there are 3 distinct options that we know of so far. And, well, I'm just going to be honest, they don't look particularly too great. The first one looks to be some kind of space Hitler. He's screaming into a microphone. He's got the all-black ensemble. But so far, that's the most we've known. He actually has a model in the game as well. The second one has me a little interested. Now, it is a woman with a weapon, and she's got the Helldiver insignia on her arm. This could mean that she is a former Helldiver, which I think would actually be pretty interesting lore-wise. Other than that, once again, all we know is just from the placeholder images. And the last one is this woman holding a baby wearing a Helldiver's onesie. That is the first thing I'm going to pick up and buy. But again, don't know too much, but it is evident from this at least that there are going to be 3 distinct leaders that we can choose from, which is interesting because that could lead to 3 different factions based on the leader we pick that we go fight. One leader that we select could end up wanting to take us against the Iron Legion for an automaton attack. This could lead to that Iron Legion sub-faction finally fighting us back. However, another leader then could decide, hey, the gloom that's been in the game recently, we're going to go focus on that and try to stop the Terminids from going ahead and actually evolving, as that is what the gloom is there for. We're going to get flying bugs pretty soon and a couple other things. And the other third faction, and this is highly unlikely, but they could actually drive us to fight the Illuminate. But if we have 3 distinct factions, each making separate promises to the people of Super Earth / us Helldivers, it would be interesting to see that it affects the war map in different and interesting ways. It's interesting too because, well, there are going to be some things that come with this. Iron Sights has let us know that there is a President's Mansion objective where we have to protect the President's Mansion and that it will be lost in a certain amount of time. Along with that, there's something with a nuclear briefcase, which could finally be when we get the nuke and the platoons to come in. That is the briefcase objective icon. It's tied to the President's football objective, which again is very interesting. It seems like this is going to play a very big role in the game. The question is, when are we going to be voting on the Super Earth President? If you guys want to see some of the data mine videos in their complete and full form, I'll go ahead and play them right here. Keep in mind there are some spoilers, especially when it comes to the automatons and what we're going to do to them eventually. But without further ado, I'll play that clip, and so we get a better idea of what we're going to be voting for. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing everything about Super Earth and the different planets we could visit in the near future and the planetarium. Now we're going to go ahead and jump into some community clips. Don't forget to send me any that you guys want me to play on screen or in the videos at Thornton Smash on Twitter. But without further ado, let's roll the clips.
5 minutes remaining. I repeat, 5 minutes remaining.
Calling in reinforcements.
We can't let the Illuminate do whatever they're doing.
There you go. Perfect.
Why am I proning across the ground?
Yo, he's a snake. Look at him go.
Yo. Meow.
In your home. Bye-bye. Super Earth. Sending in an eagle. Requesting orbital.
Firing orbital barrage. Clear the area.
No diver left behind.
Trupp unterwegs. Essentielle Taktikausrüstung verfügbar.
Let me know down below, what are your guys' thoughts on some of these new planets coming in? And do you think they'll replace the planets like Mordesh that we lost to the Meridia Black Hole? Also, don't forget to check out this video right here where I cover more Helldivers 2 news on the daily. And until next time, everyone, thanks for stopping by. Keep spreading managed democracy.